What's going on, guys? Monelwa here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a world of mind-blowing facts that'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. We're talking ancient honey, space oddities, and some seriously shocking food truths. You guys know I love crazy facts, and trust me, these are next level. But before we get started, I gotta shout out the most amazing 13% of you who are already subscribed. You guys are the heart and soul of this channel. But to the other 87%, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the crew. Alright guys, buckle up because this first one is a doozy. Did you know that honey literally never goes bad, like ever? Archaeologists have actually found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old. And guess what? It's still perfectly edible. I'm talking ancient Egyptians dipping their fingers into the same golden goodness we enjoy today. How is that even possible, right? Well, honey has this crazy low moisture content and a super high pH level. That deadly combo basically creates a hostile environment for bacteria and microorganisms, meaning they can't survive in it. It's like honey's natural defense mechanism against spoiling. I mean, talk about a superpower, it's basically nature's own time capsule. They should be putting important documents in honey instead of those time capsules they bury underground. Can you imagine 1,000 years from now, people digging up a vat of honey with a copy of Mr. Beast's Guide to YouTube Success preserved inside? That's legacy right there. Just think about it. Ancient scrolls and manuscripts could be preserved for millennia. Even modern items like photographs or digital storage devices could be kept safe. Future generations would have a sweet surprise waiting for them. The possibilities are endless when it comes to honey's preserving power. Truly, honey is one of nature's most incredible gifts to us. Next up, we're blasting off to Venus, the second planet from the Sun. Now get this, a day on Venus is actually longer than a year on Venus. Yeah, you heard that right, it's like time itself decided to mess with us. See, Venus is a bit of a slowpoke when it comes to spinning on its axis. It takes a whopping 243 Earth days for Venus to make one full rotation. But hold on, it gets weirder. Venus only takes 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. That means a year on Venus is actually shorter than a day on Venus. It's enough to make your head spin, right? Imagine celebrating your birthday twice before the sun even sets once. It's like a cosmic joke, but it makes you realize just how diverse and strange our universe really is. Okay, time for a fruity fact that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about bananas. Ready for this? Bananas are actually berries, but strawberries aren't. I know, right? Mind blown. Here's the deal. In the wacky world of botany, a berry is defined as a fruit that develops from the ovary of a single flower and has its seeds embedded in the flesh. Think blueberries, grapes, even watermelons, they all fit the bill. And guess what else fits the bill? You got it, bananas. They develop from a single ovary and have those tiny little seeds inside. Strawberries, on the other hand, are what's called aggregate fruits, meaning they develop from multiple ovaries of a single flower. So, next time you're enjoying a banana smoothie, remember you're sipping on a berrylicious beverage. And when you're munching on a strawberry, just know it's in a league of its own. Alright guys, prepare to have your minds officially blown because this next fact is truly astronomical. Are you ready for this? There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the Earth's beaches combined. I'm talking about a number so big, it's almost impossible to comprehend. Scientists estimate that the observable universe contains something like 1 septillion stars. That's a 1 with 24 zeros after it. To put that in perspective, there are estimated to be around 7.5 quintillion grains of sand on Earth. That's a 7 with 18 zeros after it. So, yeah, there are literally more stars in the universe than grains of sand on our entire planet. It's enough to make you feel incredibly small and insignificant, but also incredibly amazed by the sheer vastness and wonder of the cosmos. Let's dive into the ocean for this next fact and meet the incredible octopus. A creature so amazing it puts Spider-Man to shame. Why, you ask? Because octopuses have not 1, not 2, but 3 hearts beating in their squishy little bodies. Now these aren't your average hearts. 2 of them are dedicated to pumping blood through the octopus's gills, which is how they breathe underwater. The third heart is the real MVP, pumping blood to the rest of the octopus's body and keeping all its vital organs functioning. But here's the kicker, octopus blood is actually blue. That's because instead of iron, their blood contains copper, which binds to oxygen and gives it that distinctive blue hue. It's like something straight out of a science fiction movie. Have you ever seen a bolt of lightning streak across the sky and felt that surge of raw power? Well, there's a good reason for that. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. That's enough toast to feed a small army. We're talking about a massive amount of energy, something like 300 million volts and 30,000 amps. To put that in perspective, your average household outlet is only 120 volts and 15 to 20 amps. So, yeah, lightning is not something to be messed with. It's a good thing we have lightning rods to protect our buildings because that kind of energy could do some serious damage. But it's also a reminder of the incredible forces of nature that exist all around us. Paris is known for romance, croissants, and a growing Eiffel Tower. You heard that right? The Eiffel Tower can actually be 15 centimeters taller during the summer months. That's like the Eiffel Tower going through a growth spurt every year. So how does this happen? Well, it all comes down to science, baby. You see, when a substance is heated up, its particles move faster and spread out, causing it to expand. This is known as thermal expansion. And since the Eiffel Tower is made of iron, which is a metal, it's susceptible to this phenomenon. During the summer, when temperatures in Paris soar, the iron in the Eiffel Tower heats up and expands, causing the entire structure to grow slightly taller. Then, during the cooler winter months, it contracts and shrinks back down. It's like the Eiffel Tower is breathing, expanding and contracting with the seasons. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next fact is going to make you question your place in the animal kingdom. Did you know that humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas? Yes, you heard that right, 50%. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. This fascinating fact might make you look at your morning smoothie a little differently. Now, before you start calling your grandma Aunt Nana, let me explain. It's not as bizarre as it sounds. Sharing 50% of our DNA with bananas doesn't mean we're half banana, half human hybrids. It's more about the basic building blocks of life. It simply means that we share a common ancestor way back in evolutionary history. This ancestor was a simple, single-celled organism. Think of it like this. You and your cousin might share a grandparent, but that doesn't make you half-siblings. It's a similar concept with DNA. It just means you're part of the same family tree, the tree of life, if you will. The same goes for humans and bananas. We are distant relatives in the grand scheme of things. We share a common ancestor that lived millions of years ago, and over time, our evolutionary paths diverged. This divergence led to the vast diversity of life we see today. But still, it's pretty wild to think that we share so much of our genetic makeup with a fruit. It really puts things into perspective. It just goes to show that all life on Earth is interconnected in some way. From the tiniest microbe to the largest mammal, we are all part of the same incredible tapestry of life. Calling all pasta lovers. Have you ever wondered what a single strand of spaghetti is called? Well, wonder no more. The answer is spaghetto. That's right, just like panino is the singular form of panini, spaghetto is the singular form of spaghetti. It's one of those weird little quirks of the Italian language that makes you sound super fancy if you know it. So, next time you're at a restaurant, impress your friends by ordering a plate of spaghetti, and then casually mentioning that you'd like to try a single spaghetto first. They'll be so impressed by your linguistic prowess. And now for the final mind-blowing fact of the day. Did you know that the shortest war in history lasted only 38 minutes? Yes, you heard that right, just 38 minutes. That's shorter than an episode of your favorite sitcom. Imagine a war that starts and ends in less time than it takes to watch your favorite TV show. The war took place on August 27, 1896, between Britain and Zanzibar, and it's known as the Anglo-Zanzibar War. The conflict arose after the pro-British Sultan of Zanzibar died and his cousin, Khalid bin Bargash, seized power. The British, however, had already chosen their own successor. An ultimatum was issued to Khalid bin Bargash to surrender, but he refused. At precisely 9 a.m. local time, the British warship stationed in the harbor opened fire on the Sultan's palace. The bombardment lasted a grand total of 38 minutes before Khalid bin Bargash fled, effectively ending the war. It's a testament to the overwhelming firepower of the British Navy at the time, but it's also a reminder that sometimes, even the shortest conflicts can have significant historical consequences. This brief yet intense conflict is a fascinating example of how quickly power dynamics can shift and how decisive military action can be. And there you have it, guys. 10 random facts that prove the world is a truly wild and wonderful place. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you learned something new today, Hit that like button and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the knowledge and blow some minds. And don't forget to subscribe and join the 13% of viewers who are already part of the crew. Thanks for watching.